Hello students, in previous class we have completed the question number up to the question number 3rd and 4th question I had given as a homework. Today we will solve the question number 5. See it. Write the following decimal numbers in the expanded form. Here given that the some decimal numbers, we have to write these numbers in expanded form. So if we will talk about the expanded form, so you have written expanded form for the whole numbers in your previous classes. Here we are going to write the expanded form for the decimal. This is only difference. So see here how have to write. See the number 20.03. So if you will see this number, then I had told that here the two part, one is after the decimal means in right hand side and one is before the decimal means in left hand side. So this part after the decimal is known as its fractional part, and this part before the decimal are in left hand side is known as its whole part. So डेसिमल के इस तरफ जितनी नंबर होंगी उसको आप वैसे ही रीड करोगे जैसे होल नंबर रीड करते हो. मीन्स इसे हम क्या किस प्लेस पर रीड करेंगे? वंस. ये आपका क्या है? टेंस. ऐसे और होते तो 100, 1000, 10,000, लाख, 10 लाख, करोड़ एंड 10 करोड़ एंड सो ऑन. If you will read after the decimal, so there is changing, and you know it also. You have studied in class 6. So see here again we will revise it. After the decimal, the first place is known as, or in right hand side the first place is known as after the decimal is 10th place. Which place? 10th place. 10th means 1/10. जैसे टेंस का मतलब 10 होता है, वंस का मतलब 1 होता है, वैसे ही 10th means 1/10 means 1/10 मतलब 1 का 10th part. And 3 is at second place. We know it. This place is as a 100th. 100th means 1/100. सेम एज अगर यहाँ पर कोई और नंबर होती तो हम उसको रीड करते एट 1000th place. 1000th means 1/1000. Then expanded form में लिखने के लिए we have to multiply the numbers by its place value, and we have to express using the sign of plus. See here, this 2 was at 1's place, so we'll write it, 10's place, so we'll write 2 into 10 plus then 0 is at 1's place, then we will write the 0 into 1, then again plus. This 0 is at 10th place, then we will write the 0 into 1/10, and this 3 is at 100th place, so we'll write the 3 into 1/100. Similarly, in second question 2.03, this 2 is at 1's place because only one number is here, so we'll write the 2 into 1. After that 0 is at 10th place, then we'll write the 0 into 1/10. You have to use the plus sign also. Plus 3, this number is at 100th place, so we'll write 3 into 1/100. Similarly, you can see that for the third question also I had mentioned it, and you have to solve for the question number 4. Now see the question number 6. Write the place value of 2 in the following decimal numbers. Here given that the some decimal numbers, we have to write the place value of 2 only. So in that 2.56, this place is 1's place, so 2 is here at the 1's, so we'll write the 1's. And in this 2 is at 10th place. You know that 1's, 10th, 100 and so on, and at here we read 10th, 100th, 1000th and so on. So this 2 is at 10th place, so that's why we'll write the 10th. In this 2 is at 10th place because after the decimal we start from the 10th, 100th, 1000th and so on. So this would be 10th, and this 2 is at, you read here 10th, 100th, so we'll write the 100th, and here 10th, 100th and 1000th, so we'll write this 2 as 1000th. ध्यान रखना 1th जैसा कोई प्लेस नहीं होता क्योंकि 1 का 1 पार्ट 1 ही होगा. Now see the question number 7. Dinesh went from place A to place B and from there to place C. There is any person who is Dinesh, and he cover first from A to B and then B to C. You can see via the figure also. दिनेश जो है पहले ए से बी कवर जाता है या बी तक डिस्टेंस कवर करता है, फिर बी से सी तक के डिस्टेंस. आफ्टर दैट ए इज 7.5 km फ्रॉम बी. जो ए है उसकी डिस्टेंस बी से कितनी है 7.5 km, एंड बी इज 12.7 km फ्रॉम सी, एंड द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन बी एंड सी इज द 12.7 km. अप टू हेयर मीनिंग वाज ऑफ इट. एंड आफ्टर दैट अयूब वेंट फ्रॉम प्लेस ए टू डी. अयूब जो है वो पहले ए टू डी कवर करता है, एंड फ्रॉम देयर टू प्लेस सी, एंड देन अगेन फ्रॉम डी टू सी. डी इज 9.3 km फ्रॉम ए. डी इज 9.3 मीन्स द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन ए एंड डी इज 9.3 km, and C is 11.8 km from D, and the distance between C and D is the 11.8 km. Now question is, who traveled more? We have to tell who traveled the more. We have to find the distance covered by the both, means Dinesh and Ayub, and then we have to compare that whose distance is greater. So whose distance will be greater means that he had covered the more distance. And by how much? We have to tell that the distance also, means by how much it is the more. So again we will read the question one time. There is any person, मीन्स यहाँ पर कोई दिनेश नाम का पर्सन है जो पहले ए टू बी और बी से सी कवर डिस्टेंस करता है, मीन्स ए टू बी 7.5 और बी टू सी 12.7. और वन इज अनदर अयूब, एंड he covers from A to D, that distance is 9.3, and from D to C 11.8 km. So we have to tell that who covered more distance and by how much. So now see the solution. First we will find the total distance covered by Dinesh. So Dinesh पहले A से B cover करता है, फिर B से C. So the distance will be AB plus BC. हम distance total distance find करने के लिए उसके सारे डिस्टेंस जो उन्होंने पार्ट वाइज ए टू बी और बी टू सी कवर किया उसको क्या कर लेंगे, ऐड कर लेंगे. सो द डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम ए टू बी 7.5 km एंड डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम बी टू सी इज द 12.7 km. इफ यू विल ऐड देन यू विल गेट द 20.2. Similarly, total distance covered by Ayub is AD plus DC, means first he had covered from A to D and after D to C. We have to find the total, then we will add the both distances. So it would be 9.3 plus 11.8. So the result will be 21.1 km. You can see that 20.1 km is greater than 20.2, means that the distance covered by Ayub is more. We had to tell by how much, so that's why we will find its difference. So subtract the smaller one from the greater. So we will get the 0.9 km, and you know that if you have to convert into meter, then we will multiply by 1000. Why? Because 1 km is equal to 1000 meter. So it after the multiplying it would be the 900 meter. So that's why we can write that therefore Ayub covered more distance by 900 meter. It is our answer. So similarly you will do that the remaining question of this exercise.